Let's continue with individual anti-patterns. So individual anti-patterns are anti-patterns caused by individuals instead of group behavior. Individuals caught up in these anti-patterns usually find it hard to recognize them, but people outside the situation can identify these anti-patterns easily. In general, work cultures that promote open-mindedness, self-reflection, and improvement greatly help to counter individual anti-patterns. We will cover the following anti-patterns: micromanagement, seagull management, email as a primary means of communication, loose cannons, and intellectual violence. The first two anti-patterns listed arise from the action of individual managers, while the last two comes from the action of individual team members. So let's start with the micromanagement. Micromanagement is a very common individual anti-pattern. It occurs when a manager is very controlling and wants to be involved in every deal of a project, no matter how small. So the manager needs to constantly know how their developers are doing. It demonstrates a lack of trust in the developers, which affects team morale and product quality. This can also become worse if the team is blamed for the manager's behavior. Micromanagers in general do not micromanage to bring down developers' morale. Instead, they usually think that the project will fall apart without them. Micromanagement is therefore a usual born out of managers' internal fears, insecurities, or basic stresses. It can also be caused by overly ambitious timelines, poor product quality, or fear that developers are not up to the job. Addressing micromanagement can be difficult, as there is no quick and easy fix. In general, micromanagers themselves have to provide a solution. Micromanager has to admit their behavior is affecting the team and will be willing to take steps towards improving their behavior. Further management training may be needed before micromanagers can adjust their actions. It is worth noting that wanting to stay informed on the project progress should not be confused with micromanagement, asking for short daily meetings. Updating project progress is actually a good agile practice. Now, seagull management is one of my favorites. Seagull management is an individual anti-pattern that happens when a manager is only present when problems arise or right before deadlines. This results in otherwise absent manager swooping in, dumping a lot of information, or requesting on the developers and then disappearing again. This can cause a lot of stress for the team and can easily push project into becoming a fire drill project. And further, the developers will be working in constant fear of when the next dump will be. The behavior of seagull manager is usually caused by several factors, such as busy schedules, inadequate planning, or stress. Addressing seagull management behavior involves allowing a manager to lighten their workload, although this may not always be a solution that project managers can employ because it depends on the things outside the scope of the managers themselves. In general, if you suspect you might be a seagull manager, it is a good idea to re-evaluate your schedule and how you interact with your developers.